So at what point you go upgrade equipment?
Well, I don't know.
Take the thing serious, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like maybe like couple months in, maybe at the end of next year we feel upgrade my equipment. So everything I do use it. Or end of next year too far. Because I feel like at the end of next year we supposed don't know where we did.
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
Our like foot our ground with
Like this time next year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Suppose don't like
1 year plus.
Yeah, 1 year. Now 1 year.
I mean
December to December.
No, like from when we start to like
Okay, yeah.
Because we don't do like 2 months now more.
No. So yeah, but then if we don't know like okay, yeah, this is where we stand, so we know like okay, yeah. So let's leave it the next end of next year, sure. Okay. What's going on?
Well, nothing, man. Just here.
Just life in. Yeah, I see. The reason that quitting my job and going to and starting screening and painting, yeah, like blue collar job, bro. Collar job, man.
Blue collar job is more. I mean, even me, I prefer blue collar jobs.
It's looking, but I don't know about screening and painting. I don't know. The screening and painting is just like, it's just me trying to just say blue collar job. I haven't really. It's not like screening and painting is what I'm actually thinking of. But it's the only thing I could think of. So I just said screening and painting. I don't know. You were talking about tiling.
Yeah. That's like, another option.
Why?
In line of
construction.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking construction because I feel like there's money in it. I didn't even think of any other job when I was thinking of like blue collar. I guess there's tailoring, there's what else? Plumbing. Those ones did not cross my mind.
I mean, here plumbing is not necessarily, unless if you are like giving contract to, run the plumbing system of an entire house. But like, if it's just the regular, my toilet is this, my sink is that. It's not,
Because I've been trying to think of it like strategically, like which one is more. You get what I'm saying? Which one is more
lucrative?
Yeah, thank you. Lucrative is the word I was looking for. Which one is more lucrative? Like because
I feel like screening and painting is because some people opt for regular houses without tiles, while some people just use what's it called, painting, like normal paint, like normal walls.
Yeah.
But like you definitely either have to paint. Some people don't paint. Some people don't screen. They just paint.
Yeah.
So you definitely have to do one of them if you're building a house, unless maybe like. Eventually, you won't do it because even if it's okay, you don't have the money to do it yet. You still have to do it. So
that's right, man. So I was thinking like that. But then, if you think about it, then why aren't more people going into it?
Why aren't more people going into screen and painting?
I was like,
I had to ask now because like
I was like, wait, what? What do you mean? 4 years of university and across green and paint. See, okay. No, what I meant was like, why are the people that are already in the line? Why don't they do it more? Why go for plumbing when they're screening and painting?
Oh, okay. Like there's like people that are supposed to do like blue collar stuff.
That reaction is really why.
No, because I mean, I was confused.
Why aren't more people going to?
But like obviously, like it's the same thing now because I feel like I know more. I feel like I know more people who do screening and painting. Or who not so much just screening and painting. Like even POP, you get they're all in the same line. I don't know if you understand. You hardly find people that know how to do all, but like you see people that know how to do screen and painting and POP.
Yeah.
But then at the end of the day, it's still what's it called? It's still the same thing. So I know more people in the line of POP, screening and painting than plumbing.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know if I'll say there are more plumbers than people who do screen and painting, but I feel like just from my own point of view, I feel like there are more
Yeah,
people who do screen and
know
painting.
more people that
Yeah.
doing, I guess. Man, it's crazy to think that, bro. How many years ago we in secondary school? Well, actually, yeah, it's actually a long time ago,
I mean,
but still, it's not really that fun.
it's
Like over half a decade.
yeah.
That's crazy, man. Over half a decade, guy, we were in school arguing which
We didn't know what was coming.
we didn't know was coming, man. We didn't arguing which house have you play ball pass. Crazy type shit. Anyhow, Sha, so today we're talking about houses in secondary school and which one were the best at
Yep.
things.
Best at things. Mostly in just in house, but to be honest. Like,
I feel
but
like
then again, like obviously there are more.
I want to say always. I don't know why, but it always feels like it's between blue and red.
Yeah, actually.
Well, what was that about?
So
Like,
it's always blue and red.
I don't get it. Like,
Honestly.
what's there? Is it that the color just invokes something in you to be?
Because like aside second, even in my primary school, it was blue and red. I was in greenhouse in primary school, and the only thing we like were like known for during the house sports was racing. Like when it comes to like running,
blue house.
no green.
Okay, green.
When it comes to running, and we're just two who were like fast in the house, and then two of us like amongst the other runners for the other houses, we were not as fast as. So that's the only reason why we had runners. But like any other thing, if it was what's it called, football or the rest, it was red house or
red
blue house, one of them.
Like I don't get it. I feel like okay,
Yellow was always the worst for in my primary school actually.
Yellow. No, if I think about it, yellow was in my school. Yellow was the ones that had the runners.
Okay.
Because there were a lot of tall guys in yellow house.
Yellow house. Like
very tall guys. I don't get it. I don't understand. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm starting to think that the school had something. They had some kind of breeding program where they're like, strong legs, big body, yellow house. You get this thing, blue house, you tall, yellow house. This guy, what is a bit? Come on, enter. Come on, I don't know. I just feel like it was a breeding.
Yeah, like
they were so maybe
picking them out.
Maybe so for when they have events outside, it's easier for them. Okay, bring the list of blue and green, blue and yellow. I don't know, because how is it like in my school it's the same thing? Your school is the same thing.
It's
it's
always just blue and red.
You don't ignore the patterns, bro. You don't ignore.
I feel like even if, because for some schools it might not be blue, but it's always red.
Yeah. Red, like
red house is always like
red is always there. Football, racing,
everything red.
Even badminton, there. Bro, they are there. Guy, I don't get. Imagine if we just uncovered one kind of mad conspiracy theory,
bro, like amongst what's it called?
And the moment we post this shit, like they're even listening on us like this, so they're already closing in on us. No, but I don't get it. But I don't know. I feel like. Wait. In your school, did you guys do this whole tournament thing where not school hosted shit, just among students, where you guys will contribute money to host like a tournament? Like it's mostly football because nobody played basketball, so it's just football.
Okay,
you guys will hold it and then there'll be a prize.
Yeah, a league and so
you guys did that. League. You guys did that shit in your school.
Yeah.
Which house won?
Which house won?
Yeah.
I mean, I think I remember only SS2 and SS3, and it's red.
Guy. Oh yeah, I remember.
I don't remember the one.
Only SS1 and SS3 played in your school.
No, like I don't remember who won when I was in SS1.
Oh.
But like I remember SS2 and SS3 because we usually only used to do it once per what's it called? Yeah. So SS1 and SS3 because in that sports is which term?
I don't. Is he?
I think is it? Yeah, I think.
Is it third term? Second term. I know it's not first.
Yeah, I think it's second or third. If I'm not mistaken.
Second or third, and it seems like a second term thing. I remember the last inter-house. There is this inter-house sport I can never forget in my life because these guys they made us like the inter-house sport they wanted to do. I don't know why they wanted to make it so grand. So what they now did was the normal pitch, whatever that we had there for stuff. They said, okay, they're not using this one. So because government schools are big, so they took us into this thing and they found a big patch of land, and they made us clear it. We didn't just clear it. Do you know how the stadium?
Yeah.
Where there's an outside side for track.
Guy, Oh yeah, we did that too. But the thing is, like, the only reason we always had to clear it each what's it called, yeah, because obviously after they do the entire sport, it's just regular football.
Yeah.
So there's no need for like the track again. So when it comes time for another entire sport, we'll have to clear it and do it. But like we did not go to a whole new site. It was just that same site.
A whole new location. We literally created a football pitch, a track, and this thing. Guy, it's crazy. Imagine as a child having to.
Bro, that's
It's
mad.
crazy making children do that shit. But I don't know. Is it wrong?
I mean,
I don't know.
obviously there's supposed to be like more than one football pitch, I believe so.
Is it wrong?
So
Because that thing was actually like mad labor.
actually,
Because this is work that you pay people to do. You know what I'm saying? Creating a whole pitch. So like imagine getting a whole group of boys, and you're not making like a small track, you're making a track, the normal length of a track where this
yeah.
we had to clear it, then there was a whole measurement thing, and oh my god, that was like
Then the white, I think,
the white
did we
stuff,
use to
chalk
do that
or
stuff?
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, you put it. Guy, at the end, it's just that kind of thing where you can't help but feel proud at the work you just did. Like you understand that nigga, you only got to use this shit for 1 year, but like nah, like you just felt proud, like man, I did that shit.
Did that stuff.
But guy, that was like the most work I've ever done in my life to not even participate.
It's crazy. I don't think I ever participated in any house
Not even
sports.
participate. The only thing I know, like I got from inter sport was like that was where I met my first girlfriend. It was this girl like this. I don't know. I have this thing. Now that I think about it, it has always be like I have this thing for women that are just athletic. Like I'm not saying like I like fit women, like just yet I like, but when a lady is just like dominant in like an athletic activity, or she's like a very skilled fighter or something, like I don't know how to explain it. There's just this attraction. So I saw her when I saw the girl like this, she was dominating track and field. Like it was like this is this is her as the first position, this is the second position. There was no close margin of guy. She was dominating that shit, and I was like, I was like, she was dominating that day. I was like, bro, I was hooked. I was hooked, and this was the time where I hadn't developed that interest in girls yet, per se. You get. I didn't really develop that interest. Where I was like, oh, finding girls that attractive. I could go a whole session, nothing concern me a woman.
Actually,
Like nothing really concern me. Oh, please, you know her? Can you borrow me?
I mean, I was fighting for my life.
Like you know what I'm saying? Seniors were doing things to me. Seniors were doing unspeakable things to me in hostel. I did not give a fuck about your anus. No, seriously.
Bro, what?
I did not give no, like serious, like that time was a very just 1 to 3. Oh my god, just 1 to 3. See, it's only in just 3 that you start to get that kind of, I don't know, that's that kind of freedom where okay, now you're starting to explore, you're starting to become, what's the word I'm looking
Just
for?
3?
Just 3.
Okay.
Just 3 where you're now less. So now you're trying to spread your wings a bit. You know what I'm saying? Becoming more of a person. But just 1 to 2, you're not a person. You're just one thing, like container.
Let's try just one.
Just one. You're just your container. Literally, anybody that find you will just kick. Like is there? They will kick
Honestly,
you till they reach that. Like imagine like you're walking on the sea and you're kicking container. When you get tired, you free the container. The next person. That's where you are. So, what was I even trying to say? So, I was just getting in that. So, I was getting to that point where I was trying to like girls. So, when I saw her, no, I wasn't in that point. But when I saw her, interest speaks. I started liking girls. I was like, damn. So then I was like, and I approached her. I didn't even approach her. I told a friend who told a friend who told everybody in the class that I liked her. So from there,
told everybody in the class.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Like the whole junior secondary.
Mad.
That was in there too. The whole junior secondary too.
Yeah.
Knew that I liked this girl. The whole the whole junior secondary knew that okay, I liked this girl, like that our class. It was like it was a whole this thing. That was where I think that period was what shaped my party who eventually turned out to be, because from just one I was a very shy this year. I didn't really talk much. I didn't talk much. Just two, nothing like that. Then when we got to just and that whole thing happened, I became a completely different person because everybody in the whole junior secondary now knew me.
Okay.
Just because I said I liked somebody. Because that time, kids, everybody used to hide it. Oh,
Yeah,
I like, who
yeah.
do you like? So the fact that somebody just is just out there that, oh, I like this girl, and it wasn't even me, like, so that whole experience shaped the person I ended up becoming. I don't know. In this year, I was no longer that shy kid again, so I became more open, and I didn't have any problem talking to girls after that. But that's my experience of inter sports. That's where I got my first girlfriend from. Girlfriend, air quotes.
Well, I mean, in the hospital, I remember in the hospital being one of those times where, especially my sister, and the hospital was like very, very, because in my school, I don't know if it was the same in your school, but like in the hospital was the time to fight. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like, I don't know if it's just a, because like, how do I explain it? My school, once you say blue and white, they know my school. But I'm not. My school is not the only blue. It's not the only school that wears blue and white.
Hmm.
There's another school that wears blue and white, but their blue is different. Their blue is like, I think something like sky blue, if I'm not mistaken. Then my blue is something like this.
Yeah.
So, but that school with the light blue, they're called government day secondary school. Then my school's government secondary school. Now, every inter sports, they take it as a cue to, that's the government day boys take it as a cue to wear our school's uniform, sneak into our school, and scatter the entire spot.
What?
Like that's what I'm saying. I don't know if it's just a your school thing, like in my school thing. Like, I feel like maybe it's just
Yeah,
in my school
I'm
thing.
not sure I experienced that kind of thing. I don't know. Maybe I don't remember. But I didn't think enter the school and scatter every.
Like
What?
it wasn't even because like in my SS3 and my SS2, I think. No, in my SS3 it did not happen. But like my SS2 and SS1 it happened. Especially my SS1. My SS1 was worse because like they could not even continue. It was, I think that's what lasted for about a week, if I'm not mistaken, or three
Yeah, I
days.
think it was a week.
Yeah, but like obviously the main event is always football,
Yeah,
and running. I
track.
think, yeah, track. So and they are done the same day now, if I'm not mistaken, football and track.
I think I can't
Yeah, I
remember.
think football
But
and track are done the
is
same day.
it the same thing? I can't remember.
Yes. In my school, actually, football and track are done the same day because I remember I was supposed to in my SS3 I was supposed to run from my house, but then I eventually did not. So and it was the same day we played
Yeah, like who's this
football.
greenhouse motherfucker that's trying?
I was even in red house, funny enough.
Oh,
It
wow.
was in my primary school. I was in green house, but like that is my SS1. That was my first inter sport in my senior secondary school. I did not know that was like I did not know that's something that used to happen. Like
What?
come and fight.
Come on,
You understand? So and I was like, the day we're supposed to play football and run track. I noticed different faces because for some reason, like even if I don't know you, so long as you're in my school and I've seen you before, even if it's once, I'll know you're from my school. Like
Yeah.
so, like there's like obviously I've not seen everybody in my school, but there are certain faces you just see and you know that this person is not from this school. This person is not. You're not a regular face here. You get.
Yeah.
Obviously, they are not. They don't take in new students in that period. So you get. And I was like, I started seeing because I was close to the gate where because my school's football pitch is close to my school's gate,
Yeah.
and so once you enter inside the gate, you see the football pitch here, and then the track is around, the football pitch.
Yeah.
So I was close to the gate. Everybody was close to the gate watching, obviously the event and stuff. And then I noticed, I think about four guys walked inside the school. Nothing serious. They did not look like bad or anything. Like normal trouser, everything. And then, but for some reason, I just felt like these people are not. They just look different.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, fine. Because at the time, I did not know this was something that happened, like, regularly. So I was not with anybody. I was not working. I was on my own at the time. And then my school has a. I went to a government school, obviously, and then like this. My school is very very big, so there are different routes to enter my school from. Aside the main gate, there's back and like bush route, all of that stuff. Routes where we used to follow to like go outside that time. So the four of them came in through the main gate, and then the rest of them came in through those different routes.
Yeah.
So in total, there were like about
40 boys.
yeah, or more. I'm not even joking. But what that's not the crazy part. The crazy part for me is they wore our uniform. You're not a student of this school.
Why
Where did you get 40 different
Guy.
blue and whites from? On my own type of with the badge and everything.
Do you know how crazy that is? They most likely sold it. So meaning these guys contributed money
To do
to
something
sew
like that.
something like this just to go and
Just
fight.
to go and fight. So obviously they won't stop them from entering the school because they're wearing the school's uniform. And obviously it's not as if we have an ID like there was ID card, but they don't ask for ID card in my school. So the moment they tell you bring ID card stuff. So once they just see you, they just are like inside. And then those ones entered through the gate, and then the other ones came in. And then they started taking strategic position. I'm just this kind of person where I don't know if I'm outside or even in camp, like we could be sitting down and I'll just start to look around and start to like piece. I don't know, maybe it's different movies I've seen growing up, but like
Yeah.
it just
start
keep my mind. You
observing
get, and then I started noticing different moves, they taking strategic positions. You know, this one was here, this one was this. My mind kept telling me something was off, but I could not place it because I've never, this is my first time in this, my friends in the house was my first time in the school. I've never experienced something like this. So obviously, even if my mind could not even tell me that was what was happening because I've never experienced it before to know. I just knew something was off. I just could not tell what was off. And then I could remember they had not started playing football, but they had started running track already. And then I started hearing shout like ah, and before I knew it, I started seeing their own blue. They wore their own uniform and then wore our own uniform on top of their uniform. So when they came, they removed their own uniform.
Their own. I do
To show that okay, they are not part of us. We just came here to cause chaos. So each and every one of them, that's why I knew they're up to 40 because I could see each and every one because you get their uniform. It's very, very distinct. You could imagine 17, 16-year-olds, 18-year-olds with dangerous weapons. I'm talking dagger, like wire, different things like that could actually kill a human being. And I'm wondering, like, what is the point of this?
The children are very stupid.
Bro, because like you go fine, the oldest amongst them, probably 20 tops.
But being a 20-year-old in secondary school now is something, right? Wait.
No, I mean obviously because I had a classmate there.
Wow.
I think he was definitely close to 30 when I was in SS2. I think it would be at least 20, it was 24 or 25 at the time.
Yeah.
But like they were not much in school. Like
what series of events could lead to someone? I'm trying to picture it now. Like what series of event, like repeating? How many times could you repeat primary school?
No, I don't think it's a repeating. I think you just didn't start school early.
Like how
maybe start primary one by like 12. Like maybe they came from the village and then obviously like no school in the village, or maybe the school was not good enough. So
yeah, maybe
I think you get. So
I feel like that kind of thing they should give like quadruple promotion. Because obviously this person's intelligence is like way higher than primary one now.
But that's the thing, like their age, but it's not, how would I explain it? It's like if you take a primary one, if you give them a primary exam, they won't be able to do it because they have never like gotten any form of Western education.
But their brain should be able to pick it up faster now, because what's primary one maths is no long multiplication.
Yeah, that's the thing. For you now, like if they have never done it before. So that's where the problem is. So they'll have to go through the process.
But guys, actually insane. Like you leave your school, you don't just leave your school, you plan, you get boys, you contribute money, you gather money, you sew uniform, you go to a tailor, you're like, oh, okay, I want to you're normal throughout this whole process. So you guys gather together. It's a normal thing. You guys are like, okay, we need to contribute money to this thing. You're like, okay, how much is it? 1,000 should be okay.
Yeah.
You draw a tally of all the people that have paid. Okay, 40 people have paid, so we should have our 40,000. Okay.
Yeah.
You guys go to the tailor, you're still normal. You get each other measured. Every single one of you gets measured. By
Like
the
the
tailor.
whole process is mad when you think about it.
Then the tailor sews the clothes and
Sews
you
the
receive
clothes.
it.
Like some, I feel like maybe some might not be because how they are. I had a friend in my class then. His older brother was not in my school. His older brother was in this government they are telling you about, and his older brother was like 2 years older than him, or so. If I'm not so, yeah, was SS1 when SS1 when his older brother is SS3. Like there were different people like that where their sibling is in this school and they are in this school, the same sibling to everything. So maybe sometimes it might not be like they went to school, maybe they got the
Okay, you just
uniform from you get,
collected it.
but even then it's still crazy.
Still a freaking crazy thing, guy. Then you just come to fight.
Just like literally, if they okay, fine, let's even assume this whole like process isn't crazy. The reason behind it is what is not even going to make like why are you doing this?
Why are you doing
If let's
this?
say okay, um maybe they don't allow outsiders watch around the house, but and you just want to watch it, and then you decide to wear a uniform and come and watch it. That's
Understandable. Just came
understandable.
to fight.
Just came to fight.
What if like people saw you as a real threat and maybe security shoots you?
No, like they a particular we call him Mr. Kanu that time. He I think up to this day I can't tell you his role in that school. I just know like he was the head of tie and dye department, so I'm not mistaken. But I don't know if he sometimes you see him in PTA, sometimes you see him. I don't know. He was definitely part of the disciplinary committee, but nothing more than that. They like his pinky was like they cut his pinky finger.
They cut his how?
Like his pinky finger, they cut his pinky finger off.
My question is,
Oh, he went to try to stop the fight actually, and then they.
either you held someone and then the person went directly for the pinky.
I don't know. I just know his pinky finger was off.
I'm really trying to picture how that would happen. And then you go specifically for the pinky.
Or maybe he wanted to. I don't know. But I shall know just his this finger left. Like,
I'm not even joking. Like that thing kind of warrants brute force. Like you need to bring out a gun and start shooting people. No, because think about it.
No, most of those boys, yeah, like I know most of them. Like not even on a how far level. Like I used to actually gist with most of them. Like they really do not care about school. They will tell you like if they expel me today, I really don't care because at the end of the day, it's not like I say I want to come to school. It's just my parents that forced me here.
It's actually crazy. The only people I knew that had this kind of issue was
Guess the
like,
tribe.
you don't need to tell me. I was actually about to say something about that. No. I was about to say the only people that I know that had this kind of mentality was some Bornu boys during that Boko Haram period that they brought to us.
Okay, federal government. Yeah. I remember. Oh, you guys actually suffered that period because federal government schools.
Guy,
I don't know. They were
guy, they took this. Some of these guys are like, I'm not trying to put anybody down, but some of those guys
farm
are
animals.
yeah, guy. They're not fit for civilization, bro. There's some things they do that you're just like, what in your call now, bro?
Remember that? When they were watching your shorts.
That thing shocked me till today. Like this guy was so big. Nah, it still shook me, guy. But like now, the only people I was like, honestly, you know what? Now that I think, you know what? I don't even know what to say again. Man, secondary school was just a very crazy time if you went to a government school.
Honestly, man.
I remember this stuff. Like, remember that our last podcast that I was just laughing for no reason. Where you don't remember where we were talking and I just started laughing between. I was like, oh no.
Okay, yeah.
I just remember there was this rumor that time in primary school that Apple Boys or whatever, what they used to call, is it Apple Boys?
Yeah, FGBC.
Is it FGBC? Like they used to kill themselves.
Kill?
This I don't know. There was just a rumor like for Apple Boys. Once closing time reached like this on Friday, if you never come out, guy, they could kill you. They were like the boys there, it was like they used to like everybody used to come with weapons. Once we were like even the teachers, they say they used to close by 3. The teachers will leave school by 2. So I was like, wait, now that I think about it, they were like, once closing time reach, all the boys just remove weapons and start killing themselves. I was like, all the boys will remove weapons and start killing themselves. was cutting their neck. I'm like, back then I was like, oh my god, bro, I was so scared thinking about it. Like I pray I never go to Abu. But now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, what? What do you mean?
Who does that?
What do you mean? They were killing themselves. They were not just killing themselves. The teachers knew, and the only thing the teachers do was leave school early for them to kill. Like,
Primary school rumors are mad.
kill yourself. Guy, it was like, now that I think about it, I'm like, bro, children are very dumb.
Bro.
Oh my god.
Well, I mean, like even there was
I'm very
for Yellow House.
I haven't eaten yet. I just came straight here. I just woke up, took my bath and came here. Yeah. Anyways, you were saying something.
The struggles.
The struggle. But I don't know what struggle I could have eaten before I came here. Well, yes. I opened the fridge. I saw like there was like a rice because it's Christmas. So a lot of people got rice. So I saw this big of rice. I could have warmed it before I left, but I don't know.
You just said it so.
I was just like, I was like, why should I warm it?
I mean, could tug it out.
Huh?
Real.
You were saying something.
Oh well. So the only thing I know I can remember Yellow House for was inspection. They were always first in inspection.
Oh,
that's like obviously boarding school.
Yeah.
And I feel like their hack was their check. Like Yellow House check and brown. Like obviously
if it's dirty, you know.
Yeah, like their hack was their check, and like Yellow House, like their check matches their brown more than any other house.
Oh, okay.
Like I can't think about any other house where the check and the brown was it check and brown you guys were?
Yeah.
Okay.
For in hostel.
Yeah, in hostel, right?
But like during school is white and grey.
No, yes, yeah. So like I can't think of any other house where the check and brown matches more than Yellow House.
No.
Can you?
No, actually.
So like
every other color is very distinct.
Yeah. So the yellow and the brown just mixes, and then they took that to the advantage. So they always ironing well, like shining. So even if they were not necessarily always the cleanest, the inspection, they just came out number one. That's like the only thing I knew that Yellow House for.
Me, it was actually my house, Blue House. That was the cleanest because I think I don't know, the house master was the devil. That's the only way I can describe it.
Okay. I get where you're headed.
He was just the devil. So you see that you stay clean, or you lose your soul. So
very sure.
That was it. It was really nothing more. Wait, now that I think about it, it was long trousers, Abby.
Yeah.
Because I was in command at first, and in command you end your long trousers when you get to SS1.
Mad.
So from JS1 to 3, short trousers, and you get your. But now that I think about it, it's long, Abby. I can't picture myself in long trousers. Why? When I think of secondary school, I think of me in shorts. Why don't I have an image of me in long trousers? I don't know. I don't have an image of me in long trousers. Okay, command is something, man. Command Kaduna. Damn. That was a time, bro.
I mean, I don't know. I have this thing about command. Like, I feel like if you're like attended or want to attend the command secondary school, and you actually want to become, an officer eventually. Let's say, like, obviously not everybody in command wants to become, like, people that actually want to become officer. You would much rather just go to NMS.
Yes, now obviously people that go. I don't think anybody that wants to become an officer also goes to command like that. I think command is just like a school that people just send their kids, maybe either for discipline or because they always say if you go to command, you can go to any university. It was this thing that was.
Oh, okay.
You can attend. So I don't know. I just think people just saw command.
But command is just 1 to SS3 now, not like
the senior secondary too.
That's something like just 1 to SS3.
Yes. Okay. No university. They were like, there was this thing that was always going on about. I don't know if it was just one of those children rumors, but say if you go to command, you can go to any university. I don't know.
After a while,
yeah.
I mean, I think I heard something similar.
So you can go to any university. I don't know what that means. But I think command people you just send your kids there maybe for more discipline or something. Command isn't really a school that people go if you're serious about becoming an army. If you want NMS is where it's at, and NMS, Jesus. Oh boy,
NMS is brutal though.
No, NMS now you want go though.
I remember like my mom was like firmly against me going to NMS. And now that I think about it, I kind of understand how, to be honest.
NMS now, you and God. That thing. Yeah, I remember one time like this where, because I was in grew up in Zaria, so we used to go there frequently before. We just never went again. So because my grandma and I have family there, so my uncle used to play basketball in the barracks. So when we went to enter the barracks, we saw some NMS boys jogging. All them and their molo and everything, and they are white and white. Is it white and blue?
Yeah, white and blue.
White and blue. Abi. Then there was this guy that had his leg was, I don't know what was going on with his leg. It was broken, but it was bandage around it. You could tell that okay, something happened. This nigga was there with them, jogging with one leg.
And that's crazy.
I was like, what's going on here? This nigga is clearly not fit to jog. Why is he dragging himself
Like
behind you?
There's regular secondary school hostel madness, and then there's NMS hostel madness. Like it's very, very different. I don't know, like
Very different, bro. Now that I think about it, you know, back then, now if you're thinking like, oh, now you can survive secondary school easy.
yeah,
I cannot survive NMS even like this, bro.
NMS as well.
I cannot do.
Like I want to say NGH, but then again, NGH is like okay. I mean, that's like the last stage before you actually become an officer. So I would say obviously there are some things that are still exaggerated here, but then again, it's
because me, I feel with NMS is more like is I don't know how to explain it, but children are if once you give children one kind of power like this, they are very evil. Like they don't.
I used to see those guys on TikTok. All this, like, they call themselves class 6 boys when they are in SS3. You know, like the 6 bars and everything. Like it's like yeah, some kind of god. Like I don't know how to explain it. It's like they even when they become ex-boys and like you know they still carry themselves in this type of way. Like they have been an ex-boy for like with 7 years or 8 years, and then they still that you know
give a small man small power.
But yeah,
I don't get it, man. Anyhow, school is school. Let's dead that. Let's leave those guys where they are. Let's focus on screening and painting. or tiling.
I mean, honestly, but blue collar, I'm not even against blue collar to be honest, but it's just that this country is just useless
to do blue collar job.
Like because US now specifically, there are companies where you can register under and work as a blue collar, like you know, worker, and you get paid based off of like commissions or something. Obviously, after you get your apprenticeship, you know, certificate and the rest, you can like with your license, you can start working. I say this and that. I see many videos you see like underwater welding or plumbing or stuff like that, and then they'll tell you how much they make, like per week, some per month, depends, and then you see how many days they work because it's like on his schedule. Even for janitors, like there's one guy I know, he's a janitor, like full time, you know, and like not necessarily a school janitor, but like he works for a company where okay, they go like take care of like houses, wash, clean. I don't know if you get the point.
Yeah, I get what
so
you're
like
saying.
those jobs are like I don't know, not necessarily looked down upon, but like when you think about when you look at their payroll like and everything, you realize if you can just like you know say fuck it, there's no like you're not necessarily because it's like because here now, if you're the equivalent of being a janitor here is what I don't know,
a janitor.
No, I mean because like
no, people they look janitor the same for every culture and tribe. As long as you're the person that's cleaning people's field.
You know, that's the thing now. Like for here now, you see security like in his house. He does the security and then still does the work of a janitor. I don't know if you understand what I'm
Okay,
saying.
yeah.
Like you see, oh, my gate man washes my clothes, my gate man washes my car, my gate man washes the house. You get that kind of thing. So he does both security and then that's what I'm trying to. I think they are the equivalent of janitors. And then end of month they give them 40,000. That's even if they because sometimes some they'll tell you 30,000.
What is okay.
The only other benefit they reap is okay, free
accommodation
housing
and food.
and like that's just it.
The thing is that, but if you're gonna look blue collar, you're not gonna go towards there now.
No, the thing is like it's not over there. Blue collar is more rewarding than put it that way. Because here now, you look like screening and painting. Mad to be honest, it's not bad. Even painting itself or POP or tiling, all of these things are not bad. But like there are certain blue collar jobs you do here, and then it's just a waste of time.
Me, I feel like this thing I don't get is like I'm still trying to understand it. If you're as a gate man, why are you a gate man?
Why?
Yes, my job is like
Why can't you do other things?
why yes, why can't you why you like why is like things like bricklaying, tiling, they don't need a degree, they don't need experience. You just go, you learn,
Yeah.
and you do it. Why do you choose to be a gate man?
If you notice, most times, in my own experience, most times gate men are always mostly. I'm not saying like this age demographic are not in. I don't think I've seen them in Thailand. But I've seen them in bricklaying. But like most times, you'll find more 50, 60-year-olds as a gate man than So I feel like maybe it's the age.
Okay, the age.
Maybe they just feel that's just something they can do in terms of like physical. So
Okay,
but obviously I've seen old, like very, very old bricklayers. But I've not seen old tilers. Okay, no, I've seen
Me,
old painters.
I've seen some young guys doing gate man work.
No, they are around, you get. I'm not
But
saying
like, it's
they're
like
not
why
around.
as a young guy? Because even this thing now, the guy that is in my uncle's place and the guy that's doing it, man, he's not like a young boy.
But it's not 52.
He's not 50. He's not like if he's 40, I'll be shocked because his wife just gave birth now to a baby. You know what I'm saying? His wife looks young. You
young.
know what I'm saying?
Maybe late 30s, 40.
You get what I'm saying? Like I'm like, I don't think he's going to be older than my uncle. Even if he's older than my uncle, he's like, that's what I'm saying. If he's 40, I'm shocked. They're like, wow, you look so young for 40 years. But I'm like, why are you like, and you just gave birth to a child? Is it that you can't do the labor? It's like, I'm trying to understand it. It's like, because me, I'm telling you,
For the young guys, I don't know.
I don't see anybody, like, I don't think anybody just wants to be a gates man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not looking down on gates man as
I understand what you're saying. Yeah.
What I'm trying to say is like,
As a young person,
as a someone that is willing to do a gates man job, it means you don't really care about status or anything or how people see you, right? So, and you're looking for money. So why not just go and do this thing?
Something that is more like
that is actually will give you more money than just sitting in someone's compound and just, you get what I'm saying? Just sitting in someone's compound, opening gates and then washing car, and then they'll go and doing errands and then fill the gas and then everything. At the end of this thing, you get if your highest bonus 20k. So I'm like, why as a young person? Why? Okay, the old guy thing I can understand, but as a young person, why do that too? I'm trying. Is there like a reason? Like,
we like say laziness. I don't know if it's laziness because the kind of jobs they do, even as gate one, is still not. Because I've seen gate men that like wash clothes. And
yes,
clothes
now
of everybody in the house.
So I don't get it, Sha. I'm really confused because his wife, the previous gate man, like our previous gate man that was there now, Silas. That one was a young guy. He was a young guy, our age mates. That one, yeah. That one, he was active. He was looking to get into school. He had this girl that he was living with till today. We don't know if the girl is his sister or his girlfriend. We just know that this chick was living with him in the gateman house. We just used to call her Silas' wife. She did not resemble Silas in any way that you say is Silas' sister.
Man.
To any Asha. So whenever we were talking, when I got admission, he was like, "Oh, you don't get admission." You're like himself, he may find admission. So when he left, I think he got admission to school. So his situation was that, and that his girl, she was plaiting hair. So I think his situation, and Silas looked like someone that was doing other things.
Yeah.
So I think maybe he was using that place as accommodation.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So he looked like someone that was, because Silas, you don't go see Silas for house. Now in wife, they open gates. So at that time, so you have just assumed that Silas is going out to do something, making money. So and
I feel like maybe that's what he was doing.
Yeah, so that's what he was. He had something he was doing. So I mean, that's why I asked him his situation. So his situation is something I understand. But someone that is just in the house, is this guy like this? Sanusi will just come on house like this. Sanusi will be doing anything. Sanusi will
Just sit down outside.
Sit down outside in glass, smoke. Person come. Me. Sanusi open gates, close gates back. Sanusi will do anything. But Sanusi wife, that woman hard working died. So I say Sanusi's child goes to a private school.
Mad.
100% the wife.
That's crazy.
I say Sanusi's boy goes to. I say Sanusi speaking like I was like our president. He was like, oh, how are you? Like he was like, good afternoon, sir. How are you? I was like, I didn't interact with this speaking. I think say, oh, maybe now my neighbor. I don't know. He just enter Steven house. So I'm beginning to go do for Steven house promoting mama. I said, that's Sanusi speaking with this. I was so shocked. Like Sanusi, like this boy speaks so well. They were like, oh, he goes to a private school now. He goes to this like the school he goes to is like
The same school, like neighbors and stuff.
you get what I'm saying? I'm like, wow, this woman, like, she works very hard. She has this grinding machine like this. This woman, 7 o'clock gonna come out the grind, bro. This she's dead 8, and the only reason she's leaving 8 is because they've given her time that okay, after 8,
Yeah, you
don't
can't
be this
disturb.
thing. Anybody that wants to grind on the whole street from this thing is her side, it's come. So that woman works really hard. You see someone working like that, then I'm not looking at Sanity and I'm like, I don't understand. Why are you see a lot of things? I don't know. Maybe I don't get it. A lot of things I'm not understanding. I'm not understanding because the way people are talking about, oh, I want to make money. I want to make money, and I'm like, okay, and why are you now doing this? Why are you not doing this? Is it that maybe I'm not in the life? That's why I don't understand it. I don't know. Some things don't make sense to me. I don't get
I can
it.
understand the age, like being young and choosing to be a gate man rather than like doing something else, like screening and painting. But like,
Screaming.
I mean,
Yeah, I need to print that thing on top shirt, bro.
so I get it, I get. I mean,
S&P.
S&P 500.
Sure, S&P 5. Ah, you know go mad, guy. That would be the name of my company, my painting company.
S&P
S&P 500. Squeezing and painting. Hey! I was seriously, I don't get it. It's like when they are work, like, and before I didn't even know that all these things, like actually all this tiling, I didn't know they actually had money like that. I think it was Keegan that was giving advice. He was like, well, if you're going to, I was like, I'm waiting this guy to talk.
No, I mean
After-
there's money.
I was like, look, I was like, oh wow, this guy's actually like making money because wow,
There's money. Like when I think I said this in the last episode where one way you can tell like when a person that has like a handwork has money is by the number of people they bring to
they
work for
bring
them.
under you. Yeah.
Like the guy that did tiling for us in my house, like 2019 or 18, if I'm not mistaken. He had about 6 people that was working with him. So like there were 2 guys learning, and then there were 3 that were already
That were working.
they were just under him. So obviously, even if he doesn't pay the 2 guys learning, he's going to pay the 3 guys because they are not learning anymore. They're just still under him, and then with him. So like you hear one flat, like what's it called? Workmanship for one flat can be entering 250, 300.
How much is it going to spend on equipment?
And then even if he pays these guys, like let's even say okay, he shares amongst them, he
I don't understand what just happened. Why you thought?
among you know what I mean? I go so ayo. Oh gitu. Ingin ada. Asyik ingin ada. Ingin ada. Kenji? Lagi biar tu nampak. Itu. Sanji mana? Ini bak beliau.
Is it Fura? Is it Fura? Is it Fura? I want drink Fura.
Makula. But she no get rubber.
How I want take drink?
You go use her stuff.
My God, why she no get rubber?
That one no dey ever get rubber.
No, even.
Yeah. So what was I even saying?
I can't remember. Okay, the boys will pay.
Yeah, even if he was going to pay amongst the 3 of them, let's say okay, he collects 250,000, and amongst the 3 of them, let's say he dedicates about 70,000 or even 80,000 to the rest of it. He still has this much to his name, and I think at the time he was in university. He was not sponsoring himself through school, so obviously this guy was like making
Like,
it. I think he's married now, so he got
that's
married last year.
crazy. And I don't think like it's one of those kind of jobs where the demand dwindles. It's like the demand has feels steady. And the pay feels steady.
If anything, you will increase because they'll tell you now because they won't have like literally a painter can tell you, oh, now we are doing per square meter this social amount, and they are not even lying. If you call 10 other painters, they'll tell you the same thing. I don't know if maybe you have like a community or something.
That I always used to reason this thing, like people that have like business and all this thing where all the prices just change at the same time. Like, how do you guys just
I know for like
change?
I think I know for barbing now, for example, they have a committee here.
Okay.
So if you go to every barbing salon, the price is the same for every thing. If you anybody that violates,
Okay, yeah, I think I used to see that there was one. It is one thing I used to see they put on their wall whether they are under
an association. Yeah, even tailors to have. I think mechanics to have an association.
I know bike. Yeah, I understand bike men.
Yeah,
too,
bike men
but whether I thought I don't.
But like I don't think it's the same for painters. I'm not sure. I've never seen that. But maybe it's just I don't know honestly how it happens.
Maybe it trickles down. Maybe I don't know. Maybe let's say you make this table, then the place where you get the wood has increased their price.
Yeah, and everything
then
just
this
changes,
thing, so it will just kind of trickle down, and then eventually everybody will just kind of be on the same.
Yeah, even if it's not in the exact same,
Yeah.
still the same range. But yeah, at the end of the day,
Yeah, at the end of the day,
money is there.
Blue House.
Oh yeah, Blue House, Rain House,
Red House,
the Rain Supreme.
Yeah, I guess that's what we're talking about. Yeah, shall blue collar jobs, bro. Don't shy away from
Don't
it.
shy away from blue collar jobs.
S&P
S&P 500.
500. Yeah. If you guys need your screening and painting done right,
We got you.
got you. That's
See you on
it.
the next one.
See you on the next one.
That's all.
Good afternoon.